2024 has officially ended, or it's close to ending, and the new year is upon us. And I just wanted to make an unscripted, kind of shit or ramble video about the year and what happened and what's gonna happen next year and all that. I have a bunch of notes that I'm gonna ramble off right here. Not a script, bullet points. So 2024 was probably the most productive year of my life. I feel like I did the most this year than I've done any other year. The year started out on a very strong foot. I released the climb video. It was like 9 minutes, but that video is so important to me still. Right? It was like the first time that I made a video and I felt like I actually said something, that mattered and was valuable. Like the experience I had with the climb was meaningful, and I thought wow, that's so awesome. And that's kind of more what I wanted to do with myself after Nujabes video. If you watch the Q&A, I talked about it a little bit, but I wanted to change more of my direction into more focused on art and how it made me feel, more so than just critiquing and something, just mindless opinion sharing. Yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit more. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It can be good. I love some just straight up review critique channels, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do specifically. So that's what that happened. And then after that, 5 days later, I released the shittiest song I've ever made in my whole life. So January was January had Hydrogen Bomb and it had Coughing Baby in it. So yeah, and then I did the digital art timeline thing, which is still one of my favorite videos of mine. It obviously means a lot to me. I love going back through it. It's made me very emotional at points. When I was mushy and stupid, and I was oh my god, Speaking of that, I might at the end of this put an updated version of that with what I did this year, and give all the things I made this year ratings the same way I did that year. So yeah, and then after that, the next big notable thing was the GD art video. Oh my god. It's not my favorite video I've made. It's I like it, but I feel like a lot of it could have been said a lot better. Some of it was a little bit silly, a little bit goofy. I still agree with most of my central points, but I feel like the way I described them and talked about them just could have been a lot better. So yeah, and the decision to not include any footage from the video I was critiquing might be the dumbest thing I've ever done. That shit was so dumb. But anyways, after that, the Discord server was made. It's been shit ever since. Don't join it. It's hell. I hate it. And then after I finished Heart, my album, my probably proudest thing I've ever made. It means an incredible amount. It means so much to me, personally. And it only means more every day. I love it. After that was summer. I spent most of it working on B3313 and drawing, which I did a lot of this year, and I'm happy about that. I did more than I think last year, which is good. That's good. And I also spent summer working on I Feel So Pretty. The most arduous, horrible, fucked up process of making something I've ever gone through. Holy shit, it sucked so bad. Some of the worst shit I've ever made came out of that. It just sucked. It was not fun. It was barely ever fun. I might even make like a silly video at some point, like talking about it, like how shit it was making it, how much I hated it. I don't know. Maybe that might seem too silly. That might be too silly, but it's a very funny situation. IMO. And then it released, I think, in August. I had it finished, I think, for like, did I? I don't know. I don't remember if I had it finished for a while before releasing it, or if I released it like right as I finished it. I literally can't remember. But yeah, I shitted it out into the world. Yep, it happened. And then after that, I beat. This is important. I'm sorry. I beat Blade of Justice in Geometry Dash. My second demon. You know, second demon complete. But that was like so awesome for me. Like I don't know how to say it, but Blade of Justice is like my favorite hardest I've ever had. I love being able to say that my hardest in Geometry Dash is Blade of Justice. It's such a fun level. It has so much it has so much aura. Like I'm not even kidding. It's the song in that level and like how it creates like so much like adrenaline and stress in the later parts is like, oh my god, bro. Like getting past getting to like the cube at 40, that's like holy shit. This is intense. This is insane. This is crazy. Oh my god. You know? And it's awesome. And then after that, something the next event in the timeline. Kind of a big one. It was, I remember, B3313, the video about the Mario 64 hack that I released that. And oh my god. My best video to date, easily by a lot, I think. I feel like it turned out really good. I wouldn't change much about it. You know, I don't have many regrets with it. Aside from not understanding what the thing in 1.0 is that I thought was a tutorial. That's just a random event that just so happened to like start at the very beginning of like 2 of my playthroughs, which just like, I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's just a tutorial. Stupid, but it's okay. And yeah, I'm really happy, and also the special thanks being off screen. But yeah, I'm super happy with it. I was really scared about it. I was like super hesitant releasing it. Or not hesitant, I was like just nervous because I didn't know if it was really good. But the more I think about it, the more it's like, yeah, that I like that video. It's more of the climb stuff where it's how it made me feel and what I think of it, and yeah. And that's good, and that's what I want to be doing with my videos. And that might be why the GDR video isn't like super important to me, I guess. It's not as like personal. It's more just like it's an AVGN rant. That's what it is. But yeah, and then after that I hit 1,000 subscribers, which was cool and awesome. I did the awesome Q&A. And yeah, and now we're here today, December 27th, 2024. Pretty good year. A lot of, you know, very happy with how this year turned out. Now, I want to talk about what I want to do in the future in 2025 with my channel. So going into 2025, there won't be a big video, like our video. There won't. I'm just gonna say it right now, there won't be one. 2025 will be the year of 20-minute videos. That's what's going on. Oh my god, leave me alone! Stop emailing me! Yeah, I just, you know, I want to make some more bite-sized stuff. I have some ideas, you know, and I'll make more bite-sized. I also, most of my ideas are about music, so a lot of videos next year will be about music and stuff. But don't worry, don't you fret, because things can always change. And also in some of the music videos, like the one I'm gonna do first, my next video will also be about music mainly, but it'll also be about, you know, art as a whole and all the other kinds of art, you know, media, all the other media. Shut up! But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I also want to do more silly videos, you know, and maybe I'll do the why LMMS is an ass program and why I feel so pretty, or why I hated making it. Maybe I'll make that video. I want to make more, like, I said the 20-minute videos are bite-sized, but I'm thinking about, like, quick shitting out something, you know, like a few 5-minute, just like little in-betweens, I guess, of just like random whatever, like small stuff, I guess. And I want to do more stupid animations. Stupid MS Paint animations. I'll try and make a few of those. I don't know, I'm not very funny, so I can't think of many funny ideas. So who knows? Who knows? And the biggest thing about 2025 that I personally want to do is start working on a game of some sorts. I have concept art of what I want it to look like. I think I've posted it on places too, and I just kind of want to see if I can do that, you know. The game in question, it's a RPG Maker story game. Oh my god, and it will take a lot of influence from Yume Nikki and its atmosphere and Night in the Woods and like everything, because I love Night in the Woods so much. But yeah, I feel like with this game my main intention is to make you uncomfortable every second of it. That's kind of the goal. So yeah, that's you know, that's what I want to do. I'll start it. I want to start it at least, you know. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. Game making is hard as freak, bro. But yeah, I also wrote down some resolutions right here. Finished 3 videos, meaning like 3 like big scripted bonanzas, you know what I'm saying? Not the little like teensy weensy stuff. I'm thinking about the 20-minute bonanzas, okay? I want to do one album and 1 EP next year. The album I'm currently working on, I feel like is close to being done a little bit, but I also could eat my words very easily because I don't really know if it is entirely close to being done. I want to be EXO Geometry Dash. I want to get my license. Cause I'm gonna be freaking ancient next year. I'm gonna be freaking 16. I'm gonna be freaking so old, bro. Oh my god, my bones are already brittle. What the hell? I want to make my personas that I've been meaning to make for 6 billion years. One is bunny and one is deer. So yeah, and so if you don't know me, or you haven't really dug deep, you wouldn't know about how I kind of switch sonas every like year, almost. Like I do not have a set sona, really. I've never had one. Just like how I want to be represented is it changes so often, and I grow detached from them very easily. So if I do end up making my personas, there's a chance that they could replace the bug girl, the little freak creature the freak of nature, the goofball. And you know, like I haven't had a lot of fan art. I think like 2 that I could think of, 2 pieces of fan art for her, but I'm not gonna like disregard those, so don't think that. I will still like her. Like obviously I made her, I will love her no matter what, but she just won't be the Sona. And if you want to make fan art of her even after that point, you can. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so those are my resolutions. Now I feel like giving a little ending it off right here before the whatever art thing. I'll give my top 10 albums of the year. I'll leave honorable mentions first because there was a lot of cool stuff. Kaleidoscope by Turquoisedeath, Peak Atmo D&B, I will never stop saying it. Bright Future by Adrian Lenker. Folk music, obviously I like it, I love folk music. You like music, insane shit, Hero by Shelf 2049 is Peak. King of the Mischievous by South Volume 2 by Denzel Curry. One of my favorite albums from him. I love it so much, it's super fun and awesome. Wylard by No Worries, Innocent Park and Knowledge. Very pretty, very soul. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. It's smooth, it's nice, you know. It's good stuff. And My Twee Monsters by Tracy Breaks. Shit is hyperpop and it is awesome and stuff. And then shout out LEEKROOM, his first album, Falt mich zusammen, sortiert mich en. That one. Just some standard rock bangers, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. It's so dumb. Okay, number 10, my 10th favorite is Sky, oh my god, is Sky 100 by Parannoul. It's, this album it's warm and extremely welcoming. It sounds very nostalgic, which the cover complements greatly, you know, being in this just like playground area, this nice warm sun just like beaming across the entire playground. And it serves really well just in his discography, you know, like in relation to all his other albums as like a reflection on it all, you know. And Painless, Gold River, Lot Can Happen, Evoke Me is great. What can I say? Number 9 is Smile, D by Porter Robinson. Each song in this is super fun and energetic. I love the hooks on it. The lyrics are really great too, you know, reflecting on his art and status and relationships, especially Russian Roulette, you know, talking about his struggles with suicidal ideation and how that would affect the people around him who rely on him financially, and you know, it's very good song. I love also the way he goes into rock music on this album too, with stuff like the closer to it, Everything to Me, which is extremely tender and beautiful, on like Perfect Pinterest Garden, which is super catchy and fun, and Year of the Cup, which is such an underrated, emotional and good song. Then up next we got Pyrope with Cat Allergy. This EP is filled with these bouncy fun little bangers. They have so much, you know, style. They're super, it's like if music was stylized, you know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. You know, they'd work great in like an indie game with like this grungy punk mixed media cat aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? I think they'd work well in that context. Someone should make that. I think that'd be a good idea. But yeah, the cover is also adorable. And then next is this is 6, yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. Monarch of Monsters by Violet Pony. I forgot. I did not write anything for this one, so I have to freestyle right now. This is a rock album. really her first time in this just like noise prog rock style, post rock, you know, nerd ass shit. And even then, it's still extremely eclectic, as per usual. Sorry, I'm looking up the album so I can see the tracks and I'm not stupid. You know, it switches up a lot in sound and style, right? Princess Cuckoo and Sludge, you know, she swans in it up. You know what I'm saying? She's going full swans mode. And there's stuff like Survival's Guilt, which is like super more dancey, more fun, and Play Dead, which is more punky and freaking loud and freaking crazy and freaking what the frick, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's super awesome. I don't know. I love most of the songs. I'm not the hugest fan of like Swans-esque post-rock, but I feel like the ones on this album really work, and even if I don't listen to them a lot, I think they go pretty hard. Especially the riff on Sludge, you know what I'm saying? You know the one. You know the one. But yeah. Good album. But then after that is 6, Imaginal Disc by Magdelana Bay. It's filled with great pop tunes, you know what I'm saying? That are super fun. And the vocalist behind it, I love her. Oh my god, I love her. She has like this playful, sassy attitude on most of the songs, and it's so infectious and fun, and I love it so much. And looking at it production wise, it's always very vibrant, colorful, and good. For specific songs that I like, I love Vampire in the Corner. It's maybe my favorite. It has this just beautiful, euphoric climax at the end that's just like fucking crazy, bro. And then Image makes me shake my ass. So it's a banger. Love is Everywhere also is like a very warm hug by like a big flower love creature, you know, just like being enveloped by this guy that's like loving and amazing, and I love it. And then we have Night Palace by Mount Eerie. I've always described this album as, what exactly did I say? Humble old man who writes poetry, goes on long hikes in the forest, and plays with it and fishes with his granddaughter core. That's usually what I use to describe this album. And it's super varied. It's very nice. The texture, when songs get more atmospheric and focused on it, is extremely nice. It's extremely well done. I love how calming it can be, and I love also how powerful and like I don't know another word, but yeah, just more powerful. How powerful it can be sometimes. I like comparing it to Glow Part 2 because they're both very natural albums. Glow Part 2 more is like a kind of animalistic, raw, and like feral almost, right? Like, even it's more softer moments, it still feels like this album is like struggling to survive in the wild. Like it hasn't eaten in 15 days. That's what that album feels like. While Night Palace, like I said, is more like a humble old man who writes poetry about the world around him and takes in the scenery. You know, it's more beautiful aspects of nature that it focuses on, instead of like, I'm gonna fudging die because I can't eat food. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Then at number 4. Okay, Hushed Guardians Asunder with their album Crossing the Veil. This is the main way I feel I can describe this album is that it kind of feels like, you know, watching a world kind of be made right in front of you and watching it kind of morph and twist into itself over and over and just kind of constantly shift and change into just new things, you know. It's kind of like, I feel like that's the best way. It's extremely hypnotic, comforting. It's very nice. The last song especially is so beautiful, and it is the conclusion to this world that's constantly been shaping, and it's now very beautiful and welcoming, and it's in this warm hug with you. It's very sweet, very good album. And also, dude, I read this on the Bandcamp, but tracks 2, 3, and 5, the ones that one of the members worked on, there were 2 members that worked on it. Those songs were made in BandLab. They were made in fucking BandLab. What the fuck, dude? That shit's crazy. I couldn't even believe my eyes. Then after that is Fête de la Vanille by Lucy Bedroque. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I love Lucy. I love their music so much. It's become extremely important to me. It's a big inspiration for a lot of my music, and it's something I could listen to like literally every day of my life probably, because it's just so easy to return to and so just like addicting. And the same is said for this EP, which is extremely colorful and nice. It's super vibrant, especially in the production standpoint, and the vocal standpoint is, as usual with Lucy, very heavenly and angelic and beautiful. And even then, we see them experiment a little bit with more vocal styles, most notably on How to Pretend and Not Me. And also experiments in production with this leaning more into any indie tronica as compared to like cloud rap and digicore. Very awesome. Big thumbs up. I love this EP. I listen to it so much. And then after that, number 2. What can I say? Quad did. Scrapyard is my number 2 pick. I have an entire part in another video about this album that you can go on and watch on Normal Person Reviews' channel. I'll leave a link or whatever, and you can go watch my part on it. But yeah, I'll just summarize it. The production makes me giddy and kick my feet. You Tried the Thing Where You're Human is the best song ever made. I like the writing on it, and it's beautiful and gorgeous and so good, and oh my god. It's just peak. It's peak. Okay. My number one pick for the best. It's not my album. Don't even think for a second it's my album. Okay. It would be, but I'm not counting it. So you are kind of right, but don't even think that for a second. It is. Not a lot of people probably heard about this one. This artist is from a server I am in, and they sent it one day, and I talked with them about it, just asking, like, what is it? And they said it was folk music, and I instantly turned that shit on. Obviously, what can I say? I didn't finish it, but I did really like it and put it in the back of my mind, and I listened to it. And it ended up just being my favorite album of the year, and that is Dog, Cat, Mouse, Infinity by Armadillo Petting Zoo. Now, I know that this album seems extremely daunting because it's an hour and 40 minutes long, but please just like put some trust in me and listen to it or give it a chance, because I love it so much. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm extremely gushy for folk music. Like, this shit makes me so giddy. I'm not even gonna lie. This is just like one of my favorite takes on the genre in general. You know, the texture, the atmosphere is amazing. The guitar that's used on this album has this kind of like sharp-ish sound to it. And like, I can't think of a good way to describe it, but it aids so much in the raw and like almost animalistic feelings on the album. And at the same time, this whole album throughout its whole runtime is so tender and just genuine and intimate and comforting. Not every song is like amazing or anything. I mean, there's like fucking 40 of them, so it's pretty understandable, and some of them are really, really short, but they all kind of like blend together into one full being, a wonderful entity that just like it can't function if another part, it can't function on its own. Everything needs to kind of be together, and it works so unbelievably well as this just seamless, beautiful experience. Like, every time I listen to it, I just get so lost completely in all the sounds and the atmospheres that are presented to me. It's so just genuinely beautiful. Like, I don't know what else to really say. My favorite song off it, and just one of my favorite songs of the year in general, is Dog. I think it's the 7th song. This song is just actually incredible, and I don't know. Like, okay, it starts off quiet, you know, really subdued, but throughout its whole 7-minute runtime, it just grows until it reaches this climax with like triumphant horns and howling from the 2 vocalists and frantic drumming and guitar strumming, and it's just like all this noise, right? It just envelops you, and it's oh my god, it's so beautiful. Like, it makes me so emotional talking about this album. I don't know, it's so weird to me how it just means this much to me. I don't know really why I think that, but like, my feelings on it are really weird. But I love it. It means a lot to me personally. So yeah. Before I go, I wanna do one final section. I know I said the last one was the last section, but this year has probably been the most social year of my life, and more specifically online. And I've met a ton of awesome artists online that I want to kind of give some attention to right now, and, you know, appreciation. First off is LUKA. LUKA. LUKA draws a lot of stuff, draws Miku. You know, he loves Miku. He's kind of just a multi-fandom artist, I guess. I was like trying to think of a specific thing, but he draws just whatever he's into, and he's very sweet and awesome, and you should go follow his work. I think it'd be very awesome if he did that. SAMMYBOI, also known as Visions and Fantasy, makes a lot of vaporwave music under those 3 names. My favorite is Waves of Static, if you want to listen to that one. But, you know, up and coming vaporwave artist. He's making a name for himself. He got a physical release like a few days ago, which is so fucking cool. Like, what? Yeah, and he also has a YouTube channel where he makes, you know, music related videos. He made like a few this year. I don't know the exact count, but each video you can really see like him improve in how he talks and, you know, the writing of it, and it's super cool to watch it, you know, all come down. Very excited to see his future videos. Also shout out LEEKROOM. I put one of his albums in my honorable mentions of the year, and he released 2 albums this year. They're both freaking fantastic. They're both awesome. If you're into rock music, you know, highly recommend checking him out. He's very nice, very kind, you know. He was like the first person who listened to my album, so Peak Room has a special place in my heart. Also shout out to the freaking Mary on the Wall, also known as Pirate MJ, also known as Pirate BJ, also known as Mary, also known as LANTERNFLY, who similarly to SAMMYBOI makes music and videos, music related videos. She has reviews of albums from the year, you know, just keeping up with new releases, giving thoughts on them. So go check her out if you're interested in that. And also, if you like Sprain and Swans, I think you'll get a kick out of her album Lack of Air under the name LANTERNFLY. And if you like Grouper, I think you'll get a kick out of her first album, Indoctrination into Nothing, also under the same name. So go check those out. She's awesome, and she's very talented, so go listen to it. Everyone I mentioned is super talented, and I'm very happy to have met them all. I'm so sorry, I forgot about Vero. I forgot about I Pick Your Pocket. I'm such an asshole, I'm sorry, but yeah, Pick Your Pocket makes folk music, mostly covers right now, but I'm pretty sure he has plans for original music at some point. They're very sweet. He has a very nice voice. I really like them. But again, I am the folk freak, so yeah. He also has a YouTube channel. Mostly uploads geometry shit, but he has a YouTube channel. Or he has fucking videos. This one about the top 20 songs. Holy shit, top 20 songs of the year. I'm in it, and that's awesome. He would also have a spot in my favorite songs of the year. Listen to Gemstone. It's so good. Okay, there we go. Shout out to a guy in my server, DIVRO. Okay. GD creator, you know, makes really nice, simplistic, and atmospheric levels, which is one of my favorite, you know, genres of GD levels. They're really sick. Check him out. And he also has sick ass music taste. That KittyCraft album he recommended me was freaking flames. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. So, if you're interested in some nice GD levels, go check him out. This was more last year, but also shout out Janie. JANYLIVED, the GOAT, the all-time GOAT. She, I mean, you probably already know about her. I mean, she's literally in my fucking video I made. And she comments on like every single video that I made. I also try to comment on her videos, but they all suck. I don't know what to say. I just shit something out. They're all bad. She didn't even heart my one comment on her FNAF OC's video. That's how bad it was. It's crazy. I'm sorry. But, yeah, go check Janie out. Makes awesome videos. Streams, what was the game called? Fazbear's Nights? Is that what the game was called? Oh wait, no, it was Faz Nights. Yeah, she streams Faz Nights. So if you're interested in Faz Nights, go check it out. Oh, okay. This is a bit of a new development in the Kona lore, so I didn't mention it. Sorry if there's background noise. But, GABRI Lovecraft, YouTuber, game maker. She's working on shit. She's a bit of a busy bee, you know? So she's got all this shit going on. You can play her card game she made. You know, you can go play that. It's like for a Steam workshop on like, I don't remember which game. You can watch the video and figure it out. And she made the B3313 video that I made a community post about. I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And then started like self-deprecating my own video for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I react weirdly when I see art I like. I'm sorry. But yeah, and then yeah, she makes videos about games, and they're awesome. And she's very kind, very funny, very awesome person. So, you know, go check her out. Yes! I think, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So, yeah, happy 2025. That'll be here in a few days. Thank you for watching. Bye!